Alright, audio works. Let's go! Fuck yeah! First ever VR react, Andy.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. Are you ready for some Planet Zoo? Because that's what we're doing. Because you can do this, and some of this, and a little bit of this. What I'm trying to say is the possibilities
murder.
are endless.
Great.
Oh, and also
Yes.
this video is sponsored by Empires and Puzzles. But more on that in a little bit. For now, let's start our brand new park. Starting, of course, with this thing. This is the default entrance to our park, which comes with all the essentials. You know, like this thing. The little ticket thing that lets people into the park. And not to mention these magical teleporter pads, which is where the people actually come from, and an overall cheerful atmosphere. But you know what? That's definitely not what we're here for. So you know, this time around we're gonna do something a little bit different. First off, we're gonna take this entire building and get rid of it. Oh god, avert your eyes. The teleporter pads are naked
just
now.
pulls
Now there's all kinds of parts that would be perfect for building a normal park. Who wouldn't want cool architecture like this? I mean, besides us,
like
of
that.
course, because we're gonna take this park in a different direction. So let's go ahead and create something kind of beautiful. And by beautiful, I mean terribly ugly. Okay, that's more like it. Now, this might look a little familiar.
It's not that bad yet.
Very first Planet Zoo video.
It's annoying, but it's alright.
I did a whole lot more here. So
oh my
much
Jesus,
more.
look at
How
that.
long is it gonna take
I'm
to
not
get through
pointing
this
with my
mess?
foot.
Well, we're gonna know
Yo,
soon
check out
enough.
this
But
right
first, there's
there.
a couple of things we need to address. One, I didn't mean to hollow out the dirt around all the paths. It's mostly that when I was setting everything up, I accidentally left this setting on for tunneling, so it kind of made the walkway off the ground. But you know, that's
Devastating!
okay.
It's fine.
We just have more time to check out the
very
game from
mad.
today's sponsor,
Yes,
Empires and
ads!
Puzzles. This is
Empires
an
and
award-winning match-three
Puzzles?
puzzle RPG that's free to play
Puzzle
on Android
RPG.
and
Who
iOS.
doesn't
And the great
love
thing about
puzzles?
Empires and
Damn.
Puzzles is it's super easy to pick up but hard to master. All you're really doing is matching shields of the same color to attack, and then the rest is strategy. And you get to match through your way through a whole storyline.
I can match colors?
Traveling to
Holy
faraway lands
shit!
like Atlantis and Valhalla, and even do some tomb raiding. It's so classic you. There's also over 450 heroes you can collect and train, not to mention base building, player versus player
Base
combat, and
building?
alliances.
No.
And right now is a great time to get involved because Empires and Puzzles is running some seasonal content called the Season of Love, where you can get 5
The
new
Season of
Cupid-inspired
Love! Don't you
heroes
wanna sign
and
up
20
right
stages
now?
across 3 difficulty modes. I think this game just match 3'd my heartstrings. So if this sounds good to you, check out the game right now using my linky in the description below, or you can use this QR code that's just sitting here on the screen. And thanks again to Empires and Puzzles for sponsoring.
So convenient. Thank you.
Our master plan, because we really want them to experience each and every walkway they have to go through. I like to think of it as walkable art. You know how some art's supposed to make you angry?
It should have been a
Hopefully that's what this
labyrinth.
does for some people, or all people. But we have a couple of steps we're still
heartstrings.
gonna need to do. For one, we gotta move the park entrance. Basically, they teleport in here, and then they officially enter the park here. And this is way too short a distance for them to have to
12
walk for that. This
Wait.
feels way more
Wow.
appropriate. So we're
I
gonna take
agree.
these things and move them, like all the way at the other end of this thing. And there we go. Ready for prime time. Now they have to walk through all this just to get to the entrance. Okay, we're making progress, but there's a couple more things we have to do. You see, people won't come into our zoo unless we have zoo-like things. And by that I mean
Like
they're expecting us to have
animals.
animals. Well, we're not gonna put any animals right
soda
at the beginning, 'cause
cans.
then what would be the point? So instead, let's give them a little bit of a teaser of things to come. So first, let's start with a custom sign. And to decorate this out, I think we're gonna use an old friend. There you are, our old giraffe friend. We're just gonna put you kind of like this. Yeah, there we go. That's a good start. And to accompany that, we're gonna
Oh
use
yeah,
this speech
I've
bubble.
always
Yep, that
wanted
makes
an
sense. And
animal
on
head
that, we're
just
gonna put some
staring at me
lettering.
from
Totally
in the
a
ground.
real- Ah, fiddlesticks, I've run out of space. That's okay though. We've got another helping
Right on the
hand.
giraffe. Oh
Oh
god.
joy, it's our lion friend. Possibly eating the giraffe, but who's to say for sure? Either way, there's your speech
It's
bubble.
dinner
There we go,
time.
nailed it. Totally a real zoo. You can trust them, right? Oh wait, I'm
Yes.
forgetting something. I almost forgot your googly eyes. How
Oh,
rude
God.
of me. Oh, and I haven't forgotten about you. I've got a special effect with your name on it. Ah, here we go. Water jet large. Just what we're looking for. Let's see, how's that gonna look?
No!
Oh, I
Imagine
feel like
having
that's
to take
shooting
3
farther than
days
I
off from
intended.
work to
Time for a
take your
second
kids to
one,
the
and let's
zoo.
just take
One
this
to get
one,
through
and
the
let's
maze,
just
the
go
next
ahead and
to
rotate
actually
it
go
over
the
this
last to
way.
get
Let's
out
see,
cat.
how did I do? Oh wow, that was perfect. Well, now we've got to do that on all 4. Okay, there we go. Nice complimentary tiers to
Thanks.
welcome you to the park.
I
Okay,
love
so I think that
entering
this
my
is a solid
zoo. It's
start. As
fully
mentioned, no one's gonna
soaked.
come to our zoo if there's no animals.
Yeah,
so
how
don't worry, we're
fun.
gonna add some all the way over here on the other side of the park. And don't
Add
you
some
worry, we're gonna make
opens.
really good use of this space. And by that I mean in one really big giant enclosure. Just think of how many animals we can fit in this
Just
thing.
have
Can't
the
wait to
people
find out.
that
First
enter
things
the
first, though, we're gonna
zoo
need to
be
staff
the
up a
animals
building, which
of
is
the
this Animal
zoo.
Trade Center. We're gonna go
You
with this
lure them
basic
in with some
crappy one,
animals,
and
then
next
you
we
build
add
an
employee
enclosure
entrance
around
to the
them,
habitat,
and then
followed by a
boom.
pathway to connect the
You
two
have
together.
animals.
And now it's time to
Stonks.
staff up, specifically caretakers. So we'll
Stonks.
just put 1 and 2 and 3. They can only transport 1 animal at a time, and I don't want this to take forever, so let's just staff up quickly. Yeah, there we go. This should be
What
plenty
if
of
the
people.
animals
Wow, I
they're
hope you enjoy the
transporting
people
are
you work with,
hamsters?
because there certainly isn't
Can they
much
still
walking
only
around
carry one at a
space.
time?
Just look at their polite little steps. Oh,
Kidnapping!
don't mind me. I'll get where I'm going eventually, even if I have to moonwalk my way there. And now
Maybe
that
it's
this
the
is
same
under a
logic
sort
as
of
porn.
control,
If you
it's time
record
for
it,
animal
it's
trading.
legal.
And that's when we sit here and
Wait,
buy
no,
every
prostitution?
single thing
I
we
forgot.
can. It doesn't
There
matter
was a
what you
loophole
are,
there
there's
somewhere
a
with
place for you
recording.
in my zoo.
So if you
We can only
record your
store
zoo
200
adventures, it
animals at
ain't
a time.
kidnapping.
So let's clear out this inventory and send
I'm
them
a
to the
genius.
zoo. Okay, they're all going into the trading center together. Yes, and this is how all the animals come out. They were all hiding from us in that one little room. And here we go. Yep, this is how animals are made. One
Yup.
glorious nightmare at a time. Don't worry, all you eyeballs and faces, we see you. Now, I'm not sure what's going on back here, except for this merry-go-round
Jesus.
nightmare. Either way, I'm happy you're happy. I'm not happy about much else of this plaything. But
What
hey,
the
at least
fuck
a
is
chunk of you
that?
broke off. I like how this big pile of creatures is still here, and meanwhile, there's one creature out there running away. This cat is like, no thank you. Anyway,
He's
there are 200
free!
animals. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. This is what 199 animals look like in one spot. Okay, now they're starting to separate. Here we go. Everyone's starting to find their place. The way nature wanted it. This penguin being trampled by a seal, and then potentially crushed by everything else. I know
Wait,
this
was
is
that
the
a
look this guy
possum?
would normally
What was
have, but
that?
it doesn't change the
That
fact
looked
that this
so
guy looks
large.
completely over this.
It looked
Anyway,
like
this
a
is what 200
possum, but
animals
very
in one pen
large.
looks like. Time to go for 200 more. Yes, everybody group together to shove yourselves orderly through that one door. What a ritual you've developed for yourselves. Surprise! See, this is what I like to see. Old Giraffe Hydra happily hanging out, but this time with the body of, you know, all this. Look how horrified this poor
Fun.
creature looks. It just doesn't know what to make of this. And who can
looks
blame it really
cute.
when, oh boy, here we go.
He doesn't
Time
look
for
any
everything
horrified,
flee
to
as
be
fast
honest.
as it can. Now we can say we know what 400 animals looks like. Time to add some more. So hold please while we find out and see what this can end up looking like. I know, buddy. I'm sure you're sick of this. Okay, so this is what 1,000 animals looks like. What a menagerie. And I can't believe I'm
Nice
gonna say
frame
this, but I
rate.
think that's gonna be enough animals for now, because we've already butchered the frame rate and there's so much more to do still. Oh, and
It's a
all of you,
PowerPoint
thank you for your service.
presentation.
You're all fired. Anyway, we now have the prerequisites for an amazing zoo. And now at long last, our park is ready to open. Come on in. Please enjoy my zoo. Oh
Thank
boy,
you.
look, and our first guests are already here. Immediately getting drenched in tears before their journey. Now, of course, we have to wonder, how long is it going to take these people to get through this whole thing? Right now, in-game, after all the building I did, it is year 16, July 18th, which should give us a pretty good idea for how long this is going to take. And they're so proactive, too. Look at their synchronized running. Oh my god, this is going to take a while. You see
Jogging.
these people down here? I've already been following them for 2 real-time minutes, and they've basically gone nowhere. So hold, please, while we wait.
But do the NPCs have to go all the
Oh my
way
god,
to the
they're
animals?
finally almost here. I've been
But I
watching
just
these
turn
fine
around like,
folk as they
fuck
walk
it.
across this entire thing, and
I
my
don't want
god,
to.
it's been excruciating. Also,
Not
kudos to
anymore.
all of these people, actually. They've been running this entire time. Speaking of, how long has it been anyway? It is now year 23, September 15. So that means if they started back in year 16, that means that they've been running for a solid 7 years. Oh my goodness, this
Nice.
is turning into something of a race at the
Nice.
end. With this guy now leading the pack. Oh wow, very
Do they
impressive
age, though?
victory dance. I wish I could go for a 7-year run looking this maniacal the whole time. Not only is he almost there, there's
It's
all
like
those
The
animals
Walking
to
Dead.
look at. Finally,
Oh.
the journey will have been worth it. Welcome to the park, sir. Huh? Wait, why did you turn around? And how on earth are you still happy about
He
this?
changed
In
his
fact, why is
mind.
everybody turning
He's like,
around?
oh, I didn't see the giraffes
I think I
yet.
know what I did wrong. You see those arrows there? They're supposed to be facing the other direction. Whoops, silly me. That's caused everybody that was on their way here to turn around and leave. Just think, by the time
7
you get
years
home,
of
it's gonna have been
walking just for an
14
arrow
years.
to
But
tell
even
you
more
not
people
to
are coming
leave
back into
there.
the park. Oh, now that we know it's gonna take so long, we should probably warn them, huh? Hold your horses, I can fix this. There we go. Problem solved. Thank God
Nice.
some people are finally here. Oh boy, get ready for some amazing animals. Or maybe not. Oh, you were so close. Well, at least you got to see them from afar. Don't worry, I'm sure that path will take you somewhere awesome, and I'm sure the animals will still be there. I definitely didn't put something in the water to make them sleep like the forever kind. I mean, we had to get our frame rate back somehow. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was worth it. Look at that smooth frame rate. And don't worry about all those animals you missed.
You know what?
You can just
He's
live
got
out
a
their glory
point.
days right here. Oh,
Frame rate be
just
smooth
so
now.
handsome. Anyway, after a long flight of stairs, there's plenty to see over here at our brand new train station. Look at that, we've got it all.
The fucking googly eyes, I can't.
Lighting, a sign that would never lie to you about how much fun you're gonna have. Yes, that's right.
Fun.
Line up. Don't everybody crowd at once. Oh boy, and here comes the train now. All aboard the fun train.
Oh my, it will be
I like
so
the part
much
where this
funnier
family
if we
doesn't
made
even
the
stick
googly
together.
eyes
All right,
different
everybody, get ready
sizes.
for the fun of a lifetime. Let's see what our passengers see. Oh good, it's like a horror movie. How abstract and frightful. Don't worry, we've taken your safety into consideration, which is why our train goes at a
It's an
blistering 3
all-in-one
miles
zoo.
per
It has
hour. But
roller
it isn't all darkness
coasters.
and mystery.
You
Look
can
at that, I
jog
see
in the
something
park.
distance.
It's a
Oh,
zoo
no,
because
what's
well,
this?
animals.
There's a car on the
You can build a
tracks. This is
hospital
gonna
there
take some
because
time
people
to
will
clear.
grow
Never
old
fear,
and die
everybody.
just
I've got some
visiting the
entertainment that's gonna be
giraffes.
perfect for you
It's
during your formative
everything.
years. Behold. Look, a television screen all for you. Hey, what's the matter? Haven't you ever read an end-user license agreement before? Well, don't you worry, creepy kid. You've got plenty of time to read it. I haven't forgotten about the rest of you. Just sit back and try and read what you can of this flashbang in the darkness. But maybe this girl is like, I still can't see. I've got you covered. And not just you, but everybody.
Oh yes, I love
boy, am I excited to
end-user
learn about
license
disclaimers of
agreements.
warranties and limitation of liability. Oh, and you never know. There might be a test at the end, so study up.
Will this be on the test?
Oh my goodness, wouldn't you know? Now that everyone's read that cover to cover, the car is gone. We're saved. I sure hope you signed at the bottom. And before you know it, we've gotten to our special laboratory, which is where we're going next. This weird futuristic looking place. Choo choo, the fun train is pulling into the station. All right, everybody off. Or I guess just some people get off. Oh, I see. You want more Document Street, huh? Well, don't worry. I'll get you on the next go round.
He seems so happy too. He's like, yes,
this feels like a good
documents.
sign to me. Well, let's check it out and see. First thing we have to do is walk down this Death Star-like hallway, and this takes us to a nice, exciting viewing area. And hey, don't forget, if you need to review the end-user license agreement, you totally can.
Thank you.
Oh, no, is it ending? Oh, thank goodness it's starting over again. So I should probably explain to you exactly
How are you
what
gonna
you're
read that?
looking
It's
at.
way
This
too
is our
fast.
special zoo creation laboratory. You wanted a zoo, right? Well, now you can make your own. After all, why should we save all the fun for ourselves when I'm sure the park goers have plenty to contribute? So here's basically how it works. You gotta use the animal generator 9000 here, and let's say you want to pick an animal like this.
It's like the
giraffe here.
Pokemon
Great.
mixer.
Now that we've selected it, let's go ahead and let it get dispensed, which is gonna happen right from a hole up here. Ah, good. There we go. And here it comes. Wow, what a landing! My goodness, it's so majestic.
I thought it was
I'm
dead.
surprisingly okay with all of this, but that was just a first test. Who wants the honor of getting this out of the way and trying it themselves? Oh, it looks like we have a contender. Yeah, you did that. They're gone forever. Okay, now that the platform is clear, well, mostly clear. Who wants to give it a go?
It actually
Oh, looks like
burnt
we
to
have a
bones.
volunteer.
Ain't no
Oh, polar
way.
bear. A good choice.
Is he already dead?
Well, this could be traumatic, but I'm glad this lady's having a good time. I know what happened here, okay?
What the
Basically,
fuck?
nobody's ordered a polar bear in a while, so like a vending machine, they just sat in there and expired. Well, don't push it again. Oh, good, now you've done it. Now you've done it. Look, I was trying to tell you. They're all probably dead up there. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, you little psychopaths. Stop pushing the button. Anyway, yes, thank you for testing the button. Thanks for making such a horrible mess, you cretins.
You're
Well,
welcome.
I'm gonna let this next generation of psychopaths get
Womp
acclimated to this
womp!
button.
Thank
My God,
you!
there sure are a lot of you now. Anyway, we're gonna head on over here to the next leg of our journey. Now that we're figuring out what animals we're gonna have in our zoo, we're gonna generate the scenery using our state-of-the-art facility here. Oh, pardon me, let me turn the lights on. Avert your eyes, flashbang out. Behold! In this facility, we can generate any scenery we want. Basically, it'll create it holographically for us to look look at. I feel like there's an existing name for this, but I can't really remember what it is. Anyway, you see this display here? This is where we tell this facility what we would like to see. So for example, let's say we want to see a lush landscape like this. No problem, we can generate that. See, watch. Activate sort of tropical scenery-ish. Ta-da, and here we are. A fresh new world we can explore to put down a horrible zoo. Or I don't know, maybe you wanted a different environment. Computer, end program. Like, watch, we can try a new environment. For example, maybe you're in the mood for some holiday-looking stuff. Computer, please load snow something. I can't remember what I called it. Ta-da! How festive. There's like people and buildings and stuff. And most of all, everybody looks miserable.
Yes, freeze!
Oh, but the fun doesn't stop there. Computer entrance, please. We can always do something more exotic, like the moon. You remember the moon, don't you? Of course you do. Pristine, beautiful, and waiting for a new zoo. At least that's how I remember it before the bad stuff happened. Okay, you know what? I think I'll leave it up to the people for the next location. I'm sorry, you want to make a Mars base of all things? Mars? Well, who am I to deny all of you excited soccer moms? All right, fine, computer, Mars or whatever. Okay, I hope you're all happy. And actually, you know what? Now that we've got our Mars setting here, let's combine everything we've done. Let's take whatever they've chosen for our animals, and let's add it to our simulation. Computer, add animals from the other thingamabob. Ah, I see you guys just kept pushing the polar bear button. Nice of you to free up the inventory.
How many polar bears were in there?
Your idea of the zoo you want to make is on Mars with all these polar bears. Excuse me, I mean polar bear husks. Well, so be it. It's the zoo you wanted. Now, everybody stay right here. You can fertilize
Mars with that, right?
Real quick, and I think you're gonna like it. Okay, here we are. So here's the final step of the zoo creation process. And
can I press the button?
What, did you think everything was just gonna be virtual? Nonsense. You picked out the zoo, now we gotta go build it. You know that lab you're standing in? It's actually a shuttle, so I hope you brought snacks, because it's a pretty long way to Mars. I want to thank Empires and Puzzles again for sponsoring this video. Linky in the description if you want to check it out for yourself, so I hope you had fun. I know I did, and I'll see you next time.
Hello everyone.
Hello. Maybe not the best time. He looks like he's about to sneeze.